Yeah. Good evening, guys. Good evening. Welcome back to the day 4 of our bootcamp. Hello, everyone. Hello, hi, good evening. And I hope so I'm audible to you and I am visible. My screen is visible too, and everything is fine from my side. Okay. Please just quickly confirm if everything looks fine from my side, and then we will move forward with today's session. Okay. Yeah. Good evening, Irfan. Good evening, everyone. Okay, so I remember yesterday we were done with the deployment, and after the deployment, what's the next thing that we have right here is we were in the front end part, and I think so. I told you I we were done with the login. Okay, if I remember clearly, we were actually done with the login work. So we will carry forward from that point. Okay. So we will be carrying forward from that point. So I also told you that sign up will be your part of work and you have to complete the sign up. So we will skip the login and sign up now, and we will directly be going to my app.js where I will write the code for app.js. Okay. Yeah. Let me tell you one or two things that I have added it up. So there were some UI components like profile.js. I have added it beforehand because it's pure UI, and I do not want to kind of invest much of the time in only the UI component. Okay. I want to explain you how we are handling the request sending and other parts in my app.js. So if there is only UI component somewhere, I have added it beforehand. Okay. So we have sign up. So sign up is same as the sign in. So I have added that too. And login was already done yesterday. So that was already done. Okay, fine. And one more thing, we have added a carousel for our page, and it is also purely UI. So that's also been added prerequisite. Why? Because we have these all components and kind of they needed to be added. But I do not want to waste my time on these components. Why? Because these are pure UIs. Okay, guys. So what I want to focus on, I have 2 days, and in this 2 days, I want to show you the app.js in which we will manage the authentication part and other things, and we will manage fetching product, we'll manage fetching card data, we'll manage updating the card data. So I want to focus on that points, not to kind of go into these all areas. So that's why I have added it beforehand, and we have also navbar. And what we will do, we'll add the code of navbar and we'll quite understand what do we actually need to do in that case. Okay. So in navbar, we do not have any API request. It is also a full, mostly a front end part, only leaving out a logout. Okay. So only logout is what we have to focus on right here. We'll explain you once. Okay. Right now, what we will do, we will get into app.js, leave out index.js. We'll get into app.js and we'll start writing my code for app.js in this respective case. So right now it's login and I haven't created any route. So we'll clear it up and let's see what all things do we need to import it up. So we do not want style.css. We will remove the style.css. Fine. Okay, guys. So let me import my states and other things that I require in this case. So in this case, what all states I require? I require my user state. Okay, I will require my use effect. So use state and use effect is kind of compulsory in this case. Why? Because I will be using this app, and then I will have my use reference. And from where I will install it up from React Router DOM. Okay, so React Router DOM, not from React, because the router will be from React Router DOM. Okay, fine. So this is my use state, and then we have my browser router and other things. So browser router and route. They will be used for creation of routes. Okay. So one is browser router, and after browser router, what we have is routes, and then we have is route. So along with these three, I also need use location, okay, and navigate. So these all will be coming from React Router DOM. Okay. So first one, use state, use effect, and use reference. And then next is our browser router, route, use location, and navigate. Fine, these all are required, and we will also import some thing from my material UI. So from material UI, I will import my app bar. Okay, along with app bar, I will have my toolbar. Some things if I do not use, I will kind of delete it up. Okay, typography, and along with that, the attendance link for yesterday. If you're asking for that, it will not be working. Even though if someone has, it will not be working because it gets closed on the same day. Fine. So this is then one more. Okay. And now I will import all the pages that I have built till now. Okay. So all UI pages that I have built. So I will import it up. So I have built carousel. Okay. So import carousel from slash carousel. Okay. So this is one page. Then login was built, and then my sign up was built. So sign up from sign up. Okay. So this was also built. And then my navbar and profile. Import navbar from navbar, import profile from profile. Okay, so till now these all pages, mostly UI, only login and sign up has your API call, and I have already explained you how login will be working. Same way, my sign up will be also working. Okay, I already showed you the response that we are expecting in this case. We are expecting token as a response in this case. Okay, what token? JWT token. So all the imports has been done. Now, what is the next thing that we can do? So I will create a function of required auth. So why do we need a require auth function? Now, suppose you have your website. Okay, so your website has two endpoints, two routes. One is your homepage route that works on slash, and another one is slash test route. Okay, now what you want your user to access those routes only when they are authorized. Okay, so for that reason, what you will do, you will keep these two routes inside auth function or else inside a auth category. So it means I have to create a function that will check out if authentication of the user has been done. If it is done, then it will allow it will allow the user to access that route. If it is not done, then in that case, what it will do, it will simply lead you to your login page. Okay. So for that, I will create a require auth function. So function require auth. So require auth means require authentication. And in that case, what I will pass children. Okay, so now let's see one thing. Let's check it up and let's see if the authentication has been done. If authentication is not done, it means I will not have a token. Okay, if I have a token, suppose if my authentication is done, then I will have my JWT token. If I have a JWT token, then it means I have authenticated. If authentication is done, I can move forward. If it is not done, then I will lead my user to login page. That's what I need to do. So const location. Okay, I will define location is equals to. So I called use location in this case, use location. So I will be using use location, and then I will define my const token. So token to check up my local storage. If my token has been generated, then it will be stored in local storage. Okay, so it will be stored with the name of token, and I will check if there is something named as token in my local storage or not. Now let's check it up. Let's check it up. If there is no token, if in a case there is no token available in my local storage, in that case, what I have to do is I have to navigate my user to a route. So which route do I need to navigate? That will be slash login route. If if there is no token, okay, and in that case, what I will do, I will do from location. So whatever place it is, it will do that, and then replace the current page. Okay, fine. So this is the case if there is no token, and if there is token, no problem. You can move forward. Okay, you can move forward with your respective route, and we will return this up. So this is my require auth function. It will check if you have logged in. If you have not, then it will lead you to the login page, and you can go on with your operation. Okay, fine. Now, what's the next thing? Study I'm going to so can you- Yeah, no problem, Kapil. It is not the main concern right here. Okay, fine. Okay, so what's the next thing that we need is we need to create routes. Okay, route is kind of important in this case, and I think so. I will now start creating routes. So what I will do, I will inside my app, not inside my app, I will create another function. So I will name that function as function app content. Why am I not using app of app function? I will use app function for calling the value. Okay, I will show you what is the reason. Okay, so this is my function app content, and inside this function, I will take a value of products. Okay, so products, where will I get my products? So the app function, main app function that I have, I will use this app function to fetch the data from my backend, and I will call this app content, and I will pass the data to this app content. That's what I am trying to do in this case. So in this app content, let me create my route. Okay. So in the case of UI, I will be creating my route. So this will be my return. Fine. Then, what can I do in this case? Okay. Fine. Yeah. What can I do in this case? So first thing that I will do is I will call my navbar. Okay. I will call my navbar, and what is my navbar? So I think so I have imported the navbar. Yes, navbar has been imported. So no need to worry about this. We'll call my navbar. Yeah. So how will I call my navbar? So I will check. Okay. Uh, yeah. So I have my navbar. I want to show my navbar everywhere other than the login and sign up page. So I will add a conditional ending case. Okay. And I will check if my route in this present case is login, or else if my route in present case is sign up. So in that case, I will not be showing the navbar. So again, location dot path name, not auth name, but path name, and it should not be equal to sign up to. So if these all two routes are present, in that case, I do not want to show my navbar as an output. Okay, if it's not there, if there is any other route, in that case, Mansab, are you really asking me what does login means? Hope so, Mansab. This is a joke because we are in fourth day of our bootcamp. Okay. Yeah, so navbar, and now what we did, we are rendering this but conditionally. Okay, we will render this navbar for all the routes, only leaving out my login and sign up, because I do not want the login and sign up page to have my navbar. Okay, yeah, one more thing I remember, I think so I gave you a work to emphasize or else to make the login and sign up UI much better. So by the end, when you submit the assignment, I hope so the login and sign up will have a better UI. Right now, it is not having any better UI. Once I create a route, I will show you that it is not having a better UI. So once when you submit it up, then you can kind of emphasize it up. You can kind of make it better. Login in top of page. Where this? Are you talking about this login? Yeah, this is the login where I have written on the top of page. I don't remember anywhere else I have written a login. Okay, fine. So now this is my navbar. I have called my navbar. Now what's the next thing that I need? I will define a container, and I will start creating my what I can call. I can start creating my routes. Okay. So inside the container, we will create routes now. So ROUTS routes and ROUTS routes. Fine. And then inside routes, I will have my route. Okay, the spelling of route and route. Okay. Oh yeah, so route is kind of self-closing, so we do not need to create any other closing tag for that. Okay. What topic is going on today? Vishali, right now we are working on the front end part, and we are looking into how we can create my app.js or a home page. Okay. So if my path is slash login, in that case, what I want my element to be what? Element to be login. Okay, so this is the case. Okay, so this is my first route. Then, what is my next route? Next route will be if my path is actually what? If my path is actually sign up. In that case, my element will be what? My element will be sign up. Okay, so right now I'm creating the routes. I hope so you're understanding how we are doing that. Now, I also have my profile UI. I have added it up. So what I will do, I will add a route for that too. Okay, so route for that too, a path of that. And if I have slash profile, in that case, we'll have an element, okay, of what? Element of profile. So, okay, I have to encircle it up. Profile and profile. So three routes has been created, login, sign up, and profile. Now I will create one more route and this will be my homepage route. Okay. So, and I will consequently code it up. I will add the code true in that. Okay. So what if I have a path and path of slash itself? And in this case, I will directly add the code to my element. Element will have my all the codes in this respective case. Okay. And I want this area to have require auth. Okay, I do not want to keep it outside my require auth, so I will have it encircled or else I will have it covered in require auth. Why? Because I want my user to access this area of code only if I have logged in. English near sign in. Where are you talking about? Can you mention the line number if possible? It would be much better in that case. Okay. Require auth is a function, okay? Require auth is a function that I have created. And why am I using require auth in this case? I have created a case, okay? I am checking if my user is already logged in or not. Okay, so this is my home page. I do not want my user to directly jump to my home page. Okay, I want my user to first of all log in or else authenticate him or her. And once he or she is authenticated, then only he or she can get inside. Okay, so for that reason, what we are doing, we are creating a require auth function. We are checking if my user has authenticated herself or himself or not. If he or she has authenticated, in that case, fine, we will allow him or her to move forward, or else if he or she has not authenticated, in that case, we will not allow her. Okay, allow him or her. Okay, 43. Line number 43 is nothing. Where are you seeing? Line number 43 is just once up. I request you please do not ask anything random. Okay, please. Line number 43 is nothing right here. Yeah, log in and sign up for this case. Fine. Yes. Okay, fine. So this is the routes that I have created, and what's the next thing that I will need is I will first of all fetch my data. So that's one requirement that I have to do. I will fetch my data from the front end and then sorry, from the backend, and I will store it up in app, and then I will call this app content right here. Okay, that's what I will be doing in this case. And I have other routes too. If I can, if I want, I can update it here itself, or else right now we do not need it. So we will kind of skip it right now. We will just focus on the main page. Okay. So when we come tomorrow, whatever will be possible, we'll add it up. Now, I also called carousel, or else I added the code for carousel. Did I call it? Yes, I called it. So I will also need to add that up. Okay. And we'll add it inside my require auth itself. And inside this require auth, let's create a div and we'll code inside itself. Okay. Let me add a comment over here. Homepage section route and port. Okay, so this is my div, and inside this div, I will also call my uh, carousel. Okay, fine. So the container that I have created, I will kind of need something. Okay, I will need a margin in this case. I noticed in the announcement you have given the same link for both front end and backend. Is it same link for both front end and backend? Fine, I will check it up and I will update it. Okay. So most probably there will be some confusion because we will have different link for both front end and backend. Okay, yeah. So what was the next thing? Yeah, so container, I want to add a margin. Okay, so I will do s is equals to style of x, and I will add a margin top of 4 in this case. Fine. Let's move to my main app function, and inside this app function, let's take the value. Okay. Now, why am I first of all completing all required JavaScript? Why? Because that's the thing that will create confusion. Front end you can understand by reading, but sometimes the JavaScript will create confusion. So that's why I first of all started with the main core JS. I did not went to write the UI, but I will first of all in each pages which I start, I will first of all complete the JavaScript whatever is there. Okay, we'll write that up first of all. We'll take the data from backend. Once it's done, even if I add the UI code from my end, you will be able to understand. Okay. Yeah, you can, Nilanga, you can use any other site for deployment other than render. If it gets successfully deployed, then fine, great. Okay, no need to worry about that. I just used one available site. You can use anything. Yeah. So in this case, what I will do, I will create a user state to take my product value. Okay, and I will send it to my other function that I've created in the same file, and I will show it up on the screen. Okay. So by default, I am taking a value of array. So by default, I will keep it as an empty array. Okay. Sajita, you are too close to getting kind of timed out. So please do not spam. You can stop now. I will not block you from the chat. You can wait for some moment. Okay. Yeah, so in this case, I will create my use effect. And what will this use effect be used for? Use effect will be used to fetch my data in this case, and data from which endpoint? From slash product that we already created in the backend. Okay, I hope so. You have remembrance of that. We created slash product ID, slash cards, and I also gave you assignment to complete the delete operation. So I hope so. You will also do that. Okay. Yeah. Right now in this bootcamp, I am giving too many of assignments, but no worries. Kind of you will get time to submit your assignment, so you will have time to do that. Okay. What is the difference between JS and JSX? JS is simple JavaScript. JSX is combination of JavaScript and HTML. In React, you can define either JS or SJS. The both of things will work fine because React support both of them. Okay. In React, if you define a file with JS and you write HTML in that case too, it will work fine. No need to worry about that. Okay. Yeah. So this is my deployed link. I will use this link and I will paste it up over there. And where is that? Yeah. So now this is my slash product. Just give me a moment. This is my slash product, and this slash product will work to take up the data from my backend. So this is one thing. Yeah, okay. So slash products. Yeah. So let me add my slash product inside this. Yeah, so this will perform my fetch operation. And when we have to submit, yeah, Mohit, tomorrow is the last session. So tomorrow I will explain you everything, when you have to and where you have to. And most probably I will give you 5 to 6 days because this is kind of important and kind of lengthy topic. Okay. And I am expecting a response res.json in this case. Okay. So whatever response I will get, I will send it back. Okay. So number of braces is correct, right? Yeah. So it's yeah. So first is if I get a response, I can remove one thing. Let me do it in a single line. Why to waste a line in this case? Yeah, so one then operation to get a response and another then operation. Okay, if you want to define, I will define one more then operation for my data. So this is extra. Okay, I'm doing it extra. So in this case, what I can do, I can create a conditions. I can create a check condition to check up. So suppose I am creating all products. and this is my empty array. What assignment, Satya? I'm sorry, I am not able to pronounce your name. The assignment I will explain you. Okay. Yeah, Mansab, there will be assignment. Okay. I cannot go with you. I will explain you what assignment will be tomorrow and when you need to submit. Okay. Why there will be different links for backend and frontend? Because here we have created two different code sandboxes for backend and frontend. For that reason, we will have different links for code. I am talking about resources. Okay. So as I have created, and you will also create different folders for backend and frontend, different directories. So they will be separated, and we are linking up right now. Okay. So whenever you create a full stack application using React, always not you can, but you should create them separate, and then you should link them up. Okay. Fine. So this is the condition, and data zero dot products. Okay, so it's the condition. Why there will be different link for the backend? Yes, yeah, I will already explain you. I hope so you do not spam that again and again. Okay. Yeah, after adding your doubt once, please wait for some moment. I will address your doubt. If I take too much time to address, then you can resend your doubt. Okay. Other than that, please do not spam and or else I will miss the genuine doubts that I have that I get from the students. That where did I wrote that? Oh yeah. So, thanks. So it will be data zero dot product. Okay, so this is my checking condition to check if there is array and if there is data or not. And yeah, before that, I also need to do one thing. I will filter out the data one by one. So data dot for each. I hope so you know what is for each operation in this case. Doc. Okay. So we'll apply the for each operation. We'll take out each and every data right now. Okay. How to access the community for all the source code? You have to register for that. If you have already registered, in that case, you would have received. I remember most probably you will receive a community link, and over there you can join the community, and you will be getting all the resources that is required. Okay. Fine. So let me this all products is equals to all products dot I'm updating it up. Okay, concat that we did already, but we deleted it up. So products. Fine. Okay. So if this condition is not true, Satya, I think so. You can have patience in that because we like I did not explain the assignment yet. That will be explained tomorrow. And when you come back tomorrow, I will explain you at the end of the session what is the assignment that's required and when you need to submit. So all it is will be shared. No need to worry about that. Plus, just keep your patience and just right now focus on the lecture that we are taking. Okay, fine. Yeah. So I also need a else if condition. So why do we need a else if condition? Okay, so I else if condition in this case. And what is the else if condition in this case? Array. Okay, it will be inside array dot this array and I will check for the data. I'm checking if the data that I'm receiving from the response is actually array. DOC is the user defined name. It does not has any kind of it's not a keyword. So I have defined the name of DOC. So instead of that, you can also use any other thing, okay? Any other name that you want to do. Once I have taken the data and I have stored in all products, I will update the data, okay? I think so. I defined, okay, so this will be set product, not use product. So this will be set product and this is set product. Okay, so I will set my product. I will set my all products in my set product. So I use a state. I fetch my data from backend from slash products. Now I'm checking if my data that I'm getting is actually there is some data and actually is there array in that. Okay, if it's array, then I'm updating my data in all products. After all updation, what I'm doing is I am updating it up in my set data. Okay, Might be. I do not have a clear knowledge of that. You can check if there is community link over there. You can join in. Okay. Fine. So this is my page that I've done, and then once I have found my data, once I have my data, then I will call my function that I've created up. Okay. Fine. Okay. So now in this case, I will return what? I will return my route. So I will create a separate route in this case. Okay. And I will keep it inside my router. So I want to call my app content. So I think so I defined the app content, and app content also requires a parameter value of products, and I will pass my products from here. Okay. So products is equals to what is the value? The value is product itself. Okay. So this is my app content, and I have successfully found the data from the backend. I have successfully processed the data, and I am sending it up to my user in this case. Okay. Now, one more thing. Okay, fine. Now, what's the next thing that we can do? We can now focus on my app content because all required functions and all required things has been done. And next, we have to focus on this one. And let's do one thing. I also have to change one thing, my index.js. So what about the student ambassador for campus? Yeah, you can join us with the student ambassador program. Okay, I will share the details. Just you can wait. Okay, fine. Okay, no problem. We can start with the app.js, and let's see if I am able to get the preview or not in this case. Or else, are we getting any errors in this case? Let's see. 79, you can declare blank array. What is the meaning in this 1 minute? 79. Yeah. So in case of use effect, whenever we are fetching data, okay, whenever we're fetching data, we actually define empty array in that case. Okay. So this is a defining array that will control the use effect execution. So that's why we have to add it up. Right now, let me see what the error that I'm getting is. I am getting router is not defined as per. Okay, router. Where am I using router? Okay, route. Okay, yeah. So this will be as so browser router I was importing using route. Yeah, fine. Though this is not fine. This is not fine. I do not want my navbar to be available for this case. Okay, and there is some problems too. Okay, so let me see. Why am I seeing my navbar in case of login to? Uh, so what I did location dot path name not equal to login. Okay, fine. It's working now. Yeah. Navbar is removed. So this is my slash login and this is my slash sign up. Okay, let's see slash sign up. 79, I already explained, right? In case of use effect, whenever we are fetching some values, we will be defining it up. Okay, fine. So this is working fine and login also is working fine. So we'll test it out once we are done with our app.js code and then we will be testing it up. So till then, no need to worry. We're fine. Okay. So let's go to my app.js. Right. Till that point, we can close the preview. We do not want to see it up. And let's start writing the code for my app.js and it will be a front-end code. So along with that, some of the backend codes will not backend, but JavaScript will be included in that. Okay, fine. Okay, so before moving forward, I hope so you do not have any doubts till this point. If you have, you can ask in the chat, and then we will move forward with this concept. Okay, because I will try to complete my UI for the app.js. If the UI is not done, I will add the code. And from tomorrow, we have to complete the so use the whole. That's what you have to do. I told you the UI and UI betterment is your work right now. This is the most basic sign up or login form that you can use. And if based upon your choice, you can make it much better. Okay. So that's from the starting of the bootcamp. I told you I am opening the front end code for you. Okay. It's your choice to change it up. Backend is what I am focusing more. So you are like, I'm happy to welcome any changes that you can add in this case. Okay, so before that, what I want to show the values, or else I want to on my homepage, I want product listing, but based upon categories. So I want two, three categories or to be shown in that case. So for that, I will create the categories that I need. Okay. And before that, I also need one or two more things. I need to define my location. So const location is equals to use location in this case. We need this. And along with this, in sign up page, you can't add username. You have to add your email, and email right now has no testing. So if you want to replace the email with username, obviously you are welcome to do that. It's your choice in this respective case. Okay. Yeah. So only need location in this respective case, and then I will create an object of my featured category. Okay. So I will create object that will contain how many of the categories I want. So most probably I will keep four categories. So I will define it as featured categories, and this is an object, obviously. So 3 day vacation start value. So first value, I will keep it as smartphone. So I want first category to be my smartphone category, and the label for that will be smartphone itself. Okay. So smartphone. Why am I doing this? Because if I directly list my product, in that case, I will have around 40, 50 products directly on my screen without any separation. So I want to have four categories, at max five possible, but I will keep four. So I will show data of the product based upon category. So in MongoDB, was database auto created when we deploy version? See, the cluster will be auto created slash e-commerce will cluster will be created by you, and slash e-commerce and all other required things will be created automatically. Okay. So I think so in MongoDB we give a URL and then we did slash e-commerce. So the e-commerce collection will be created on its own. Okay. Yeah, it will be created on its own automatically. No need to worry about this. There is no hacking done. Yeah, so second categories, I will keep it as label, and in that case, label. So sorry, not labels, but laptops. Yeah, so this will be one more field, and then what is the next field that we will keep is, can you please upload yesterday's drive link? Some maybe then you have to wait for some moment. I will upload it. Let me complete this part again. Yeah, I will keep one more case of fragrances. Okay, and the label in this case is, okay, let me check the spelling of fragrance if it is right. Fragrance. So yeah, it's fine. So if I make a spelling mistake, that category will not be available. Okay, fine. So after fragrance, we'll also keep a category of men's shirts, and we'll keep a label. As every data that we are keeping here is just for learning purpose. Do not fight over why we are keeping that category and why we are not keeping other category. Okay, so just four categories that I have taken. Fine. So we'll now do what will we have the product data. Now what we have to do is we have to actually filter out those product data based upon these categories. Okay. So we have to do that. So let's create a function for that. Okay. So we'll do create a function products by categories. Okay. So this is my function products by category in this respective case. And in this case, we will, how many categories? We have created four categories, okay? Not greater than that. If you want to create any more, you are free to do that. So if I show you how many categories do we actually have, just give me a moment. Let me see how many categories do we actually have. Brand categories. Okay, so if we see number of categories, we have smartphones, laptops, fragrance, skincare, groceries. So these are all available categories. So I am including four. You can also include all these. So it's your choice. If you want to include all of these, you can. You are free to do. Okay. I'm just including value and labels of starting. I think so 4 or 5. I removed the skin and skincare and other things. Okay. Fine. So what I was doing, yeah, I was creating the function to filter out. So in this function, what we will do, we will filter out the items. So we'll do featured categories dot for each, and by using this operation, I will be filtering out my data, and yeah. So we'll create my product by category. Okay, so product by category, and in that case we'll do cat dot value and products. Okay, so if my value or else if my product is of that category, I am storing it up in that case. Okay, whenever is yes, you have to store, you have to submit a project. I will inform you what project and when you have to submit it up. Okay, now let's filter out the item that we have got. Let's see the items dot category. Okay, so I have a category field in my product too. If I show you, in each of the products that we have a category field. Okay, so this is product, and in each product you have a category. So we are matching up if the category that I want is there or not. Okay, and then we will be filtering out the values based upon those categories. Okay, so item, where is already? Yeah, item dot category is equals to. So in that case, I will check it up. If cat dot category. Okay, so I'm checking up if my, yeah, so cat dot category, or yeah, so we are taking cat dot value, so it will be cat dot value in this respective case. So this is filtering item, and one more thing that I want, I do not want whole of the data, and I just want around 12 data from each category. So or if we can also go with the 20 data. Okay, so each category will have large number of data. Okay, I do not know. It might have around 10, it might have around 20, it might have around 42. Okay, I do not have knowledge of that. So for that reason, I will do one thing. I will do a slice operation and I will limit the number of categories that we actually find. Okay, so 1 minute, dot filter here. Let me make it somewhat easier to understand. Okay. So dot filter here and dot slice. I hope so you know the slice operation. And I will keep my slice as 0, comma 12 for the best need. And if possible, we can also increase that up. Okay. Now let's quickly understand what we did in this case. We created a product by category file, or not file, but actually function. You can call it as function. And what we are doing, we are taking up data. Okay, we are taking up data and we are filtering the data based upon the category. Okay, first of all, we are doing for each, for this featured category, we are going through each values. We are taking the product data, we are filtering out the data, and we are slicing it to maximum of 12 data. That's what we did in this particular case. Okay, fine. Okay, so now let's get into writing the front end code. Okay, guys, most probably I will extend this lecture by 15 minutes. We'll go till 9:45. Let's cover whatever possible. Okay, so please do not ask for attendance form till 9:40. So we'll share the attendance form by 9:40 then. Yeah, so all required things has been done. Now let's start with uh, writing the code. Okay, let's start with writing the code for these all things. So after the carousel, I will define my featured category. Okay, so I will call my featured categories and I will send a value cat dot value in this case. Okay, fine. So okay, so featured categories. Just wait a minute. Featured categories over here. What I can do before actually calling it up, let's do one thing. I can map it up because that's required. Without mapping, it will not work. Yeah, so featured categories dot map. Let's do dot map. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Yeah, guys. So I'm mapping it up. I'm mapping all the possible categories that I have, and inside that, what I will do cat. So cat over here, according to me, stands for category, and it's a user-defined name. So you do not need to worry about this. So then I will call my product by category. Okay, so product by category, and what I will pass my cat dot value in this respective case. Okay, okay. Guys, do not add something. How to add icon to show and hide password. In the input field, you can add the input type as password. You will have it by default. If you want a better option, you can add it inside input field and you can create a toggle function for hiding and showing the value. Okay. Yeah. So product by category, and I have called it up, and along with that, I will field. And in this case, what I am doing is I am taking the data, okay, and I'm checking if the length is greater than zero. It means do I actually have any product for that category, okay? So I will do my cat dot uh, cat dot what? Cat dot value. And I will check dot length if it is actually greater than zero or not. And if it is greater than zero, then only I will move forward with my render. Okay, then only I will move forward with my process of showing the output in this respective case. Okay, fine. Okay, Shivam, right now the market only demands a skill, so better you make your skill much better. You work upon the skill and just focus on the skill. Okay, that's the best thing that you can do in this case. Right now, job guarantee is for none. It is guaranteed for everyone who wants to work. Okay, so now let's write some of the UI code. And yeah, so I am adding a heading. What heading am I adding in this respective case? I am adding a heading cat dot label. So whatever value I got, or else I am adding a heading of categories that I have. Okay. We do not have any PDF resource right here. Google Drive link. Just wait, I will share it up with you. Okay. Yeah, so text in this case, I will keep it as 2XL. Okay, Priyanka, good evening. I think so. We are close to ending the session. We were too early to say good evening right here. Margin bottom of 6. Okay, and we'll take a text gray of 800 if possible. Okay, so this is the case. So let me do one thing. Let me do my sign up and let me create an account. Testing and let's see if it is working. One, two, three, four. Let's do my sign up and let's wait if I'm able. Okay, I'm in. And do not save, man. I do not want to save it. Yeah, so this is the carousel and this is the flow header or a snap bar, and this will also require some kinds of betterment. So you are free to add this too. Okay. Yeah. So right now we do not have any categories as the output, and let's wait. Let's complete the code and then we will revisit back to this code. Okay. Nitesh, you can try using Compass. Over there, you will have the option. Okay. So if you are having trouble doing it on Atlas, you can use Compass for that reason. Okay. Okay, guys, fine. So I have added the H2 for my category dot label. And now what's the next thing that I need to do? I will create a grid. Okay. Why do we need a grid? So I have cards. I have my item cards and I want to have those items in the form of grid. So we'll have a class name. Okay, class name in this case. And what is the class name? Why am I getting error? H2 is closed, right? H2 is closed. There's no problem with H2. And everything is fine as per I remember. Okay, class name. So class name will be grid and grid columns. So grid columns, what we will do? We will have, I think so we can have two or else one. Okay, so for default case, I will have one. And for a small size window, I will have grid columns of 2. For medium size window, I will have grid columns of 3. Okay. And for large size window, I will have a grid columns, COLS columns of 4. Okay. And then we'll have a gap of 6. Okay, fine. Let's see why am I getting an output, why I'm getting a error in this case. It's fine. Okay, class name. So class name has an error. So let me correct it up. Class name. Okay, so still there is an error. Div is closed, right? Div is closed. Everything looks fine from the first point of view. So what's the error that it's telling? It's telling me that cannot assign read-only property message to the object syntax error. Adjacent JSON element which is wrapped in an enclosed tag. Do you meant this? Just wait a minute, guys. I created a div. I gave it a class name and I added a slash div. So if I remember, I have closed it up, right? H2 also has a closing tag, so it's not an error. And we are doing cat dot label, so it is also not an error. Okay, yeah. What's the error? Let me see. So we need to new div, new space, and we will have everything wrapped up inside one particular div. Okay, wrapping is a problem. Fine, it's correct now. So we have to wrap it up all together in one div. We were no class name is fine. I corrected it out. It's fine now. So only issue was we were not wrapping it up in one div. Okay, so cat dot value will act as my key in this case, and will give a class name. And in class name, I will just give a margin bottom of 12. That's all. Okay, so till here, I don't think so there would be any output. Okay, yes, it's there are no output. And let's go on writing the code also. Okay, fine. So we created the category. We are done with the category, and next thing that we need is the product. Okay, so product listing is the next thing that we will be doing. So what is the thing that we are using? Product by category. We'll call my product by category now, and product by category. And inside this again, I will pass my cat dot value for that category. Okay, so category wise rendering, and then we'll do dot map operation. Fine, great. So dot map has been done. I won't be able who can say. Fine. So now in this case, what I will do, I will show up the value of products based upon the category, and let me define my product comma IDX. So IDX will be my index in this respective case, and we are good to go. So this will be in small braces. Again, I'm getting an error. Let's see what's the error I am getting and why am I getting. What's the error? Cannot assign property, and it's showing the error on this case. Mm, it's fine. It's fine. So this is the curly braces. I closed it up. This is a small braces. I closed it up. And what else is remaining? Yeah, just a minute, guys. I think so. I missed any braces somewhere. Okay, so product category cat dot value and product comma index. It's fine. And can anyone tell me if I missed any braces? If I missed somewhere, was I cannot find that brace. So I have did dot map. It's fine. Dot map is working. Products comma idx is working. Fine. So you have the protester is driving. Some just give me a moment. Let me share it first with you, sir. I will debug it later. Let me share it first with you. Where was the data? So this was my data.json. Yeah, you can access it up. And please, everyone who has not copied it up, please copy it up. Okay. Yeah, just wait. Let me see what's the error that we are making here. So I think so. I have closed it up and we are keeping it inside the div. Yeah, it's fine. Div is fine, and yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. What's the thing that I'm making mistake here that should not be there? Okay. Product by category is fine. Curly braces and then product comma IDX. So IDX will be my index product dot map, and then what exactly is it telling me? So cannot assign read-only property message to the object. There is a syntax error in this case. And it's telling me the braces. Okay, so it means I have missed anything. As per my first reference, I am not seeing anything that I have missed in this case. Just give me a moment. Let me check out what's the thing that I'm missing and let me rectify it up. Okay. So I define my product category cat dot value and I define it up. I give it a value. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me go forward and define my div and let's see if that goes or not. Yeah. Okay, fine. There was no error actually. Fine. The key that I will keep in this case will be product.id. So this will be the key for us, or else we can also keep IDX that we defined. So product.id or else IDX will be the key. Okay, as there was no error in the code. Fine. Okay. So we had to move forward. We missed out the writing date, so that was what causing the error. Okay. Yeah. So now this is my card, and I will give it a style. Okay, I will give it a style. And what all style do we need in this respective case? So as it is a card, so we'll keep it a background of white. Class name is equals to bg of white. Okay. So after this, we just have our UI. So even though if we are left with something, I will just add the code, and that will be easier to go through. Okay. So rounded, I will keep it as large and shadow of, we can keep it as shadow, okay? Till then, if anyone has any doubts regarding the backend or any of the JavaScript code that we have written, they are free to ask right now. We are close to ending the session. Still, we have 10-15 minutes more. And this link, no attendance link is fine. So this is not a attendance link, guys. Guys, I already told you this is not an attendance link. This is the yesterday's data link that I have shared it again for you to copy. Okay. I hope so. If you are for just attendance, you can wait for 15 minutes. Okay. Or you can kind of sit quietly for 15 minutes. I will share the attendance when the time comes. Okay. Yeah. So this is image tag, and this image tag will have src. Src of what? Src will be product dot image. So let's see the output. Let's see the data, and I have images in that. Okay, so I can pick out any of the image, or else I also have a thumbnail, so I can define my thumbnail here. So I will do my product dot thumbnail. So product dot thumbnail in this respective case. Okay, so src will be this, and along with src I will add alt2, and alt will be my product dot title. I have a title for my product, so product dot title will be my alt. And let's give it some style. And what style do we need to give? So when styling, we need a width of full in this respective case, height of 40, and I need my object to be contained. Why? Because I need my image to be inside. I do not want any overflow in this case. Margin bottom of 3 will keep it as rounded. So this is my image. Okay, now done. So image is done. Now what we are doing next is I want to show my product title. So after this, I will have a code for product title. Okay, so this will be my product dot title, and let's give it a class name. So the product title can also be given with H2, H3 if possible, and you can choose whatever is best for you, but I will go with this one. Okay. So class name will keep it as for now semi-bold of font, and text will keep it as base margin bottom of 1. Okay. We have line clamp. If you want, you can also add that up, or else, you can leave it up. Okay. So we'll keep a line clamp of 1, and we'll keep a minimum height in this case because we have defined a div. So we'll define a minimum height of 48 pixels in this respective case. So this is my product title. Yes, Pooja. Wait for some more moments. 5 minutes, 10 minutes at max. You will have the attendance. Okay. I will not run away with the attendance form. Okay. In backend endpoint, a category says cannot get category. To what endpoint are you going, and can you just specify slash categories? There is no backend for slash categories. We haven't created any category backend. Why are you searching for slash category? We haven't created any backend for slash category. So please, yeah, there is no endpoint of slash category. Do you want me to search and so it will show you cannot get? Cannot get because there is no backend for slash category. We are getting category from the DB. We have stored the DB. Okay. From the product, we will get category. And actually, we are already predefining the value in my code. For that reason, I have created an object of category. Okay. For that reason only, I have created an object for category. Okay, fine. So this is my product title, and after product title, what I would like a kind of price and discount. Along with that, I will also like a product description. Okay, so what I can do, I will now define my product description. So this is my product for dot description, and let me give it a class name. And class name is equals to name spelling class name. Okay, so how can I get the code link? You can search for. You will be getting that in community. So base you can get it there. Okay, as you have all doubts unrelated to the code itself. Okay, right now I'm struggling to write all the code. I'm thinking how will I complete it up. But if you have doubts related to any other things that you can call. So clamp, and we have two, and we'll keep at a minimum height. Somyadas, you want to be get blocked. If you get blocked, you will not get the attendance link from with us. 32 pixels. Okay. Okay. So yeah, we'll extend some more. Okay. We'll extend 5-10 minutes. Let me complete one or two things that we have. Just UI code. I just want to explain it up. I will, even if I add it later, no need to worry about that. But if there is 5-10 minutes of extension, we can manage with that. Okay. Yeah. Next thing that I want to have two more divs inside this. Why? Because I will keep my price and discount inside this. Okay. So price and discount. So this will be a flex. So I will keep my price one side. I will keep my discount to the other side. Okay. Just log come back. Yes, that's what I want to tell them. What kind of they do not want to listen. So items center, I am creating a flex. I will keep two items side by side, and will keep a gap of two in this case and margin bottom of one for now. So first one will be my price. Okay. First one will be my price and the product dot price in this respective case. And what will be the second one? Second one will be product dot discount. So I want two things, product dot price and product dot discount. So discount, I think so it's stored with discount percentage. Yeah, discount is stored with discount percentage. So let's use this. So discount percentage in this respective case. Let's style it up. Do not worry, this will be the last thing that I will teach you. Okay. Do not worry. I will share the attendance in some moment. Yeah, so text, we will be keeping it as blue right here. Okay, and blue of what? Blue of 600 for this respective case. Font of bold, and if you want text, you can keep it as large. And we can also follow up this for my discount also. Okay, so we will do one thing. We will follow this up. Okay, so we'll use the same styling for my uh, discount percentage too. Okay, fine. So what all things have been added? Title, description, price, and discount percentage has been added. And what all more things can we add in this? What all more things can we add? So now till this point, I have added till discount percentage. What all more things can you work upon? You can add ratings, you can add stock, you can add brand. So these all three things are yet to be added. So it's upon you now. If you want to add this, you can. I will be adding this up. No need to worry. I will be adding this up. Okay. Now, we'll end it here. We close it here. I will add the code for rating, stock, and brand too. And you can also work upon that. And I will try sharing the code. Yeah, obviously I will share the code and hope so you will get it by today in community. And we'll replace the code and we'll yeah, fine. Okay, great. And if there will be any of else JavaScript functionality that I add, I will explain you in starting itself. For now, as I'm seeing too many requests, so I will close the session for now. Will again meet you tomorrow at the same time and I will share the attendance. Okay. I told you around 40 and I am sharing it around 40. Okay, wait a minute. This is day four, right? So day four, tomorrow is day five. We'll try wrapping it up. We'll add card two, add to card option, and we will try wrapping up with understanding what assignment do we have to complete and other things. Okay. Fine, guys. You can mark your attendance. Until then, I will take whatever doubt you have, related or unrelated. So just quickly, you can post the doubts that you have. Okay. Yeah, there is no planning in this. You start coding and you will kind of understand this is required, this is not required, this is required, this is not required. Okay. Yeah, I cannot extend it beyond because I'm getting too many comments for attendance. I'm getting too many unrelated comments. So better we close it up right here instead of getting disturbance. Okay. So first of all, you have to learn, then only you can develop it up, right? So kind of gather basic knowledge, kind of understand the core concept, then go into development. Okay. A great engineer, the name you have used is kind of unique, but I think so you can find the attendance link on the top. It's already there. Okay. That's the thing that I do not have control on. So obviously uh, I can block the user or I can put the user to timeout, but I cannot kind of filter out based upon any keyword. Yeah, it's a good option. We can create this. I think so. We can have this if we want to filter out comments based upon keywords. We can have this feature, guys. You gave me a good idea. I will look into that. Well, obviously, I cannot implement in YouTube, but I can look into that how we can implement that. Okay. For this bootcamp, you will not get the certificate right now. Just wait till you submit the assignment. After assignment submission, you will get it. Okay. Guys, if you have marked your attendance and you do not have any doubt, you can leave. Is Vercel good for both? Yeah, Vercel is good, better. If you are able to deploy the backend successfully. For frontend, it's good. It's great. Okay. Nawab, Surya, nothing will happen. No need to worry about that. If you miss one day of attendance or one day is fine. Okay. You can manage with that. Kapil, I will explain the assignment tomorrow. Guys, to everyone, I'm telling the assignment will be explained tomorrow. So please join the session tomorrow. By the end, I will explain it tomorrow. I will explain the assignment. I will create one more page of cart and then we will be closing up the whole of the boot camp. Okay. Subhashish, if you can write it in English because I cannot understand. I hope so it's in Telugu, right? Subhashish Dhara. Okay, fine, guys. So now we'll close this up. We'll close the session. If I took 10 minutes of extension, then I got so many of requests for attendance. Hope so. Like you were not in my previous boot camps. In my previous boot camps, I was taking half an hours of extensions. Okay. From this boot camp, I'm kind of like I'm trying to keep it in 1 hour frame. But in case of previous boot camps, in all of the classes, I extended it by 15 minutes, by half an hour. So it's good you were not there. Okay. Yeah, so fine, guys. I will close this up. What are you asking? Shall we have project? Yes, you will have a project at final, or you will need to submit that. Okay. Yeah, Arif, you can contact the support team for that because I do not have control of that. I am just here to teach you. I'm just here for your knowledge. Okay. Fine. Okay. So, guys, I will now close it up. Thank you for joining, and we'll meet you tomorrow at the same time. Yeah, I already replied to you guys. Or if you can get the contact team information from the website, you can contact them from there. Okay. Yes, you have a project at final. Fine. Okay, guys, we'll close it up. Thank you for joining, and we'll meet you tomorrow. Bye bye. Good night. And again, tomorrow we'll close it everything. Okay. Fine. Thank you.